Hello, everybody. Good morning and welcome to our monthly Releasing Negative Emotion event. And today, John and I have this ability that we're going to show you that we can help with physical pain today. Is that real? Stay tuned and find out. Matter of fact, volunteer. If you have aches or pains in any part of your body, John and I think that we can help. We've got to prove us right. Join us today. Hey, everybody. My name is Michael Loge. I'm a certified emotion code practitioner. And we are on episode number 261. And I've been with John for 261 episodes. John, say hello and good morning.
Yeah, it's been a few years now, 5, 6, 7 years. I've lost count.
Yeah.
But yeah, what a great time we've had bringing all these different aches, our issues, concerns to people. Today, we're doing our bread and butter aches and pains. My name's John Inverarity, a certified emotion code, body code practitioner. I live in Vancouver and help people all over the world with these different concerns. And I got into it because of my aches and pains. So it's, close to the heart for me. So yeah, we are looking for 2 volunteers. So tag your friend that has had decades of pain.
That's right. And I met John through my leg pain. So I was researching a body code emotion code practitioner, and John came up. That was 5 years ago. And of course, after the miracles of having my pain released quickly and easily over a Zoom call, I was not letting that go. I thought, what is this? And I said, John, let's do a first episode. So we're on episode 261. That means we've at least helped at least 500 people because we usually have 2 volunteers. So today, our goal is when you leave here, you'll have an understanding about how your pain may be caused by these emotions here behind us. John, these are called like trapped emotions or unprocessed. Tell our friends, what does that even mean?
Yeah, so it could have been a trauma from a past event that you went through, didn't process it, and it just got stuck in your body. So you can picture it as a little ball of energy, and it's in your neck, in your back, or your hips, knees, somewhere, and it's just rattling around, irritating the tissues, and it acts as a double-edged sword as well. So every little ball of energy, trapped emotion, has a different frequency. There's 60 of them, so it could be frustration, it could be anxiety, it could be depression. So you're going to have that anxiety be triggered, day to day, hour to hour, and you're going to have, aches and pains or, closed off in the chest, that kind of thing. So, that's a trapped emotion and its influence on us.
Yes, and today we're focusing on physical pain, but it's also mental challenges and food and drink, and you'd be surprised. Well, you wouldn't be surprised. We've done 261 episodes. For an example, John and I both have a list of all the things we had extreme success with using releasing negative emotion process. And so today we're sampling one of the things that we call it our bread and butter because, boy, if we can help people with physical pain over a Zoom call, it's the easiest walk-in clinic they never had to walk to.
That's right.
Yeah. Hey, a shout out to Natasha Paula Samuel joining us and Carol Morris. John, tell our friends what we're looking for today because we want to walk through the process to teach and show people and actually experience the results. Tell our friends what we need from them.
Yeah, you need to be watching live. So we're live on Facebook right now, YouTube, and I believe LinkedIn. We'll have to check that momentarily. And tell us where the pain is. So, just location in your body. And then the severity, scale of 1 to 10, and 10 being the most severe. And that's it. Really, really simple, brief. And you know what? If it's not you, maybe someone maybe it's a friend or relative. If you could tag them, maybe they'll join in, pick up the phone, call a friend.
25 minutes and we can do it. We can help people. So
wherever you are, even if you're in your car, like Kelly M. Carson, getting an oil change.
Isn't that the best service in the world that you don't have to leave your car to get an oil change? You just sit in your car. I did not even know that existed.
Yeah.
I took my car to the dealer and my trainer said, it takes about 3 hours to go to there. I said, it does. I got to make an appointment. I'm going to drop my car off. And then what am I going to do for 2.5 hours? And it's 3 hours. Yeah, they washed my car. Big deal. And he said, you can get it done without leaving your car. And I said, what does that mean? And he told me about the lube places. I was so thrilled at that I didn't have to
Yeah.
be awkward. I thought, I'm sitting in my car and I didn't have to wait. Hashtag
Yeah.
going to the dealer again. Okay, just so you know.
Right. Yeah.
Real quickly, everybody, I want to tell you about a very exciting service that I'm offering, and it is called, I want to show you the diagram. It's called Eliminate Anything Sugar. John, I'm just going to hide your picture a second so we can get a blow up on that. There we go. Eliminate Anything Sugar. I'm on day 66. You just have to go back like 4 videos again, and you can see the change in my body and my face. I'm on day 66. 0 triggers, 0 interest, 0 cravings, 0's got to have it when I see it, 0 want it, 0 order it, 0 think about it, 0 regret, and most of all, 0 consumption. Are you kidding me? 66 days with 0 consumption of sugar? I'm working on person number 33. I'm keeping a log of helping 33 people get rid of sugar. They pay for the package. It's a $100 service. It's done by email. You fill out a little questionnaire. I do your session. You get an email in 2 days. Most people are saying, oh my God, Michael, I'm 80% reduction and I'm still reaching for the Coke or the Pepsi. So I delete that by email. You get another email in 4 days and then 10 days. Most people by 10 days have eliminated everything at more than 95%. And the ones that haven't, I'm still helping them with that. So check it out. Eliminate Anything Sugar. It's done via email. And I want to help you eliminate your sugar. There, let's bring John back.
Hey, back.
There we go, John. So Kelly's saying, hello again, we're looking for a volunteer. How can we help you? And John, let's talk about the process. And then as we're doing that, so if you're sitting in your car or you have any aches or pains, or it's a long time little body pain, maybe it's stomach pain too. That's an aching pain, right? Maybe tummy pains or.
Oh, if we're doing tummies, we could throw headaches in there too then.
Yeah, headaches. So headaches, John, that's another great service. My success rate with in the moment is just crazy. You know, we talk about these baseball-sized emotions, so let's do headaches next time or today. Hey, do you have a headache?
It just happened.
Yeah, it's our show. We can change it if we want. Because that is. But imagine, you know, John, we're talking about these unprocessed emotions. Again, these are emotions that we had that we never got ticked off or cried or told anybody. So it's a baseball-sized emotion. Imagine in a cartoon world, this baseball-sized, you know, when you put butter under the turkey skin, imagine a baseball-sized emotion tucked under the skin of your scalp. You think it's going to cause pressure? A baseball? Yes, it does. Imagine pretending that it's stretching the skin and putting pressure. That's what a headache is. Could a headache really be an unprocessed emotion?
Yes. One of my first sessions, quick story, it was this person with debilitating headaches. She was younger. She's in her teens, 17, 18, something like that. And she had headaches for years. All the medications you can think of was thrown at her. She was in the ER the day before I met her. And just like screaming, debilitating pain. They just had no answer. So she left. And I was, having a barbecue at my in-laws, and this little toddler comes walking across the yard. And so then mom's like, what? Goes and finds her. So she's over and she's asking my mother-in-law, hey, what do you got for headaches? Well, I got this and this. She's like, oh, I've got all these other drugs. Nothing's working. My mother-in-law goes, oh, you should have a session with John. So, okay, we move to the living room. I get out my chart and cleared half a dozen emotions. It was just absolutely intense session. Headache gone instantly. And 3 months later, she called me just out of the blue, like, you would not believe this. I haven't had a headache since. It was years and years of this debilitating headaches. Gone. 6 trapped emotions.
Well, I got a story too. While we're waiting for volunteers, we're going to tell stories. We should have a reality show when you see what we're doing with clients over the Zoom, where it's just remarkable. This week, I worked with 11, 1.5-year-old young girl via her mom. The girl wasn't present, the young child, and baby's angry and cries and blows up young. like 12, 13 months old, having snip, just crying and all that stuff. And the mother just can't explain it. So she said, so yeah, John and I are both able to connect to your children via you, the permission. It's like, yes, you can snoop in their files. I'm gonna hang out and listen and watch. And and I found out that the baby had 2 prenatal trapped emotions.
Mm-hmm.
So when I hear prenatal, that means the baby took those on when they were in the mom's belly. So it wasn't in the real world. So what does that mean? They were born with this energy, right? It wasn't inherited. It wasn't their own. They took it on, and it becomes their vibration. So this baby's trauma had it was called prenatal trauma. Listen to these words: rage and boiling mad. A little baby in a womb absorbed rage and boiling mad. So now that's part of the baby's vibration. And so I found both of those. And the joke to the mom, she was very, I had worked with the mom in our first meeting, second meeting. So she trusted me and we had a great sense of humor. I said, can you imagine going to the doctor and the doctor saying, you know what, I think when the baby was in your womb, it picked up these 2 emotions that you'd never get that. You'd never get it. So I released both of those emotions, and I've got more sessions with the mom, and hopefully we'll see results. I'm so confident, though, in my muscle testing. If my muscle testing, and it's not just the muscle testing, it's the question, right? If I ask a really good question and I get a yes answer, then that's a yes answer. Am I done with this? Yes. Is there anything else I need to do? I even did this. Have I been boiling mad and angry more than 1,000 times in the last 13 months? I forget the date. I think it's 14. And her brain said, yeah, I have been. Well, that's a nice sample, isn't it? So then I would say, let's go back to those 13 times that I had that emotion. What caused it? And that's how we use muscle testing to find those things out. Okay, I think John just popped out for a minute. Maybe not on purpose. Oh, there he is. Bring you back in, John. Good. So today we're looking for volunteer, but it's also a good opportunity to let other friends know the things that we work on. So I have my list. So John, I'm just going to read some things from the list, and then we will see if we have a volunteer. But it's a great opportunity to let people know. Just one more quick thing. For those of you that are interested in law of attraction, my 6-week certified law of attraction program starts next Thursday. At the end of the 6 weeks, you'll be certified and able to deliver law of attractions using my book and my methodology. And you can, the link of that should appear in the chat there. If not, you can send me a note. So John, in alphabetical order, here are some of the things that you and I had extreme success with, and we probably did a show on it. Aching wrists, fingers, and hands. What's another name for that we don't use? People say, I've got arthritis.
No.
Well, that doesn't tell
me
anything. Is it
fingers.
your toe? And I said, well, because we say, well, what's the symptom? And they say, oh, I've got achy wrists and fingers. Oh, that I can help you with. That I know. Arthritis doesn't tell me, right? Tell me you've got achy fingers and hands. Next one, addictions. Food, drink, cigarettes, drugs, lots of stuff. Collecting action figure dolls. My trainer probably has had $20,000 worth of little wrestler dolls. I call them dolls. He doesn't like that. But now he's selling them, if you believe that. Oh, this is a popular one, John. Always cold hands and feet. Isn't that a remarkable one to do? And then people say, oh my God, it's gone. Angry, bitterness, always tired, anxious in public, anxious about anything, blocked nasal passages, or do you want to tell a story about seasonal allergies? I'm fascinated by it. Are you? You're thinking.
Runny nose, itchy eyes. Yeah.
You see all that pollen in the nose, right? That's doing that.
Believe it or not, it's these buggers right here.
That's right. Talk about
a lot of the time.
The buggers. These buggers, these unprocessed emotions, are causing seasonal allergies.
Yeah.
Just a real quick breakdown. I think we have Ricky out in the audience there. John, if you want to check it for him. What's my story? Oh, what happened, and I had the experience too, where the smell was in the air, and then I had conflict about something, and then the conflict got locked in with the smell. And I would tell you for years that I didn't have seasonal allergies, except when it came to lilacs. Whenever I smelled lilacs, I would get all just like that. I thought, oh, I never knew that I had, seasonal allergies. And then my sister reminded me that my mother had award-winning lilacs in her yard, and so much so the neighbors would pop in and say, Edith, can we take some of your? Oh, she was so proud of her lilac. Everything was lilacs at my house. And then Diane said, remember, she'd make us take a picture holding these people lilacs, and she said you hated doing that. So the conflict and the lilac locked it in. So if you have seasonal allergies, put it on your list, and you know what? And bring a list, because it won't take very long, but we'll know the right question and the right emotion and delete it for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the trigger. So what about jaw clenching at night? I was just going to say jaw clenching, teeth grinding. We've actually done an episode on that back in the early days. Wake up with a sore jaw, neck. Yeah, so stress related. Definitely. I've seen a lot of success with this jaw clenching, teeth grinding.
I think we should help Ricky today too.
Ricky, yeah, I think that's a volunteer.
Yeah,
Ricky,
let's do that.
what about? I mean, yeah, you kind of put your hand up there, Ricky. So I'm going to work on you.
Well, explain the process, John. Do you want to take Ricky, or I can?
Yeah, I'll work on Ricky for
great.
sure.
So, John and I will explain the process. Ricky, thanks for volunteering. I'm assuming you are. When you volunteer, you're giving us permission. There we go. Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
And I put Ricky on the bottom there. So John is going to, so here's part of the model. John, let's do our dog and pony show here. Okay, so first, Ricky has volunteered, and volunteering is important because we need to have your permission.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'd be working on the people on the street and our neighbors and our family, right? So.
Exactly. So we need verbal permission, written permission from a parent, and then a proxy connection. So with intention, we connect up, make that energetic connection. We act as a proxy on your behalf.
Yeah, so John's going to become Ricky's proxy, do the process. And John's not going to be guessing or any psychic abilities. John's going to be using muscle testing. John, show us and tell us.
Muscle testing. So I use both hands. So I loop these fingers, and I got a couple other ones, and I just pull apart the loop, spread the loop. It's kind of like this, muscle testing. And a muscle testing, if it holds together, that's a yes. If it comes apart, that's a no. And I'm asking, is there a trapped emotion contributing to this jaw clenching, teeth grinding? Oh yeah, there is. Is it in column A or B, odd row, even row? So we start the chart with 60 and quickly narrow it down to 1. And then we take a magnet, my refrigerator magnet, swipes over the governing meridian just a few times with intention amplified by the magnet, clears out, releases, deletes the trapped emotion.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the process.
Well, thank you. I got to tell a quick story. I'm seeing Jean is asking about allergy to cucumbers. And also, Laura, if you want to tell me about your phobia is, we'll put you in the queue. But just a quick story, because she's asking about allergic to cucumbers and the smell causes. So I bought some new shaving gel, and I didn't really pay attention. I just saw it, and I ordered it. I used it, and I really hate it. I don't like perfume and deodorant smells. I don't like any soap or at all. So I didn't really pay attention. It was in a white can. I thought, oh, that means there's no scent in it. I was wrong. So just this week, I put the shaving cream on, and as soon as I smelled it, I said, oh, I hate this. And I said, well, I got to use it. So in the full of shaving cream on my hand, I muscle tested. I found the emotion, and I deleted it, and it doesn't stink anymore. You know what the emotion was? Disgust. Yes. It was disgust, as in this is a disgusting taste or a disgusting smell. So back to Ricky and John. And Laura, let me know what I'm just going to put Laura on the screen.
Phobia.
She's asking about a phobia. Yes, we have great success with that. Particularly, I remember helping a woman with driving phobias about she couldn't leave because she had to cross a bridge. And she took a selfie on the other side of the bridge.
Yeah. I'm working with a few people about that too. Apparently it's common driving. Yeah, I think we've done an episode on that too. So
John, go ahead and start your session with Ricky.
Okay, chart, magnet, here we go, Ricky. So I'm going to connect up to Ricky here. Get a good connection, tune and connect up. Tune and connect up. Proxy, 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 yes. Okay, so Ricky, I do have a good connection. Yeah. So subconscious, get a good connection, connect up subconscious, and jaw clenching at night, waking up, sore jaw, sore neck. So is there a trapped? Oh, right. Severity, severity, severity is at least a 5. Is it a 9 or a less? No. Is it a 10? So I'm getting 10 out of 10. Okay. So is there a trapped emotion contributing to this jaw clenching at night? Maybe even teeth grinding. There's a trapped emotion associated with this, contributing to this. Is this trapped emotion in column? I'm muscle testing here with my hands. Is that A or B? So is it a odd, even, 2, 4, or 6? So it is a 4, the hot box. Hatred or resentment, so it's hatred. So hatred, some past event, still in the body in the subconscious. I mean, your subconscious is just trying to figure it out, just solve that puzzle, and it's coming up at night, and you got that jaw clenching. So clearing this hatred, release that. So is that cleared? The hatred is cleared for Ricky. Is there another trapped emotion contributing to this jaw clenching at night? Yes. Is it a odd, even? So is it a 6? So it's overwhelm. Release that, clear the overwhelm. So Ricky, that's cleared. Yeah, is there another trapped emotion?
And when you hear John say releasing it, he's a magnet's doing that. It's in his hand there.
Yeah, so another trapped emotion. I'm asking in my head now. It's terror, terrified. So clearing terror. All right, so terror, that's released, that's cleared. Yeah, Ricky, there's another trapped emotion that's contributing to this jaw clenching, teeth grinding, waking up with a sore jaw, neck. There's a trapped emotion. Okay, it's in column B, even, 2, 4, or B, is it B6? Pride, shock, unworthy. So the trapped emotion's unworthy, clearing unworthy now. So release, release, release. So Ricky, that's cleared. Ricky, is there another trapped emotion? Yeah, is it in column A? No, so it's B, 2, B2, it is B2, first, second, or third, fourth, fifth. No, common, is it shared or absorbed? So it's a shared emotion, and shared means that it's you and someone else, same time, same place, same experience, same emotion, trap that. And so you and someone else have that. And the emotion is lack of control, not having a control over a situation, not feeling like you can change the outcome, and not liking that very much. So release that now. So clear this lack of control. And that's released. Yeah, if this were a one-on-one session, I'd probably find some ages for some of these emotions. But since we're doing a demo, and we are just going to skip that part, and we don't need to know. We rarely need to know the age, but it's fun to know sometimes. There's another trapped emotion here, Ricky. A odd or even, so it's a odd. So is it 1? Yeah. It is forlorn. Forlorn. Clearing that forlorn. Let that go. That's cleared. Yeah, there's another trapped emotion. Yeah, well, we had 10 out of 10, so there's going to be a few here. Yeah. It'd be odd. Even, 1, 3, or 5. It's defensiveness, clear defensiveness. Let that go. Let's check the severity, Ricky. Is the severity at least a 5, 4, 3? It's a 2. Well, maybe we'll just clean this up a bit. We're on a roll here for Ricky. A, B odd, even. So it's a B5, conflict, creative insecurity. Love clearing creative insecurities. let's let that go. Let's insecure about the creation or development of something new process, new endeavor, new path, new business, new
It's also the
relationship.
procrastination creative.
Procrastination one. Yeah, so we're clearing out that creative insecurity, procrastination energy as well. That's cleared, Ricky. There is another trapped emotion associated with this jaw clenching at night, waking up sore jaw. No. I think that's good here. Want to continue? No. All right. So just let all that go.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
open your mouth a little bit, see if there's any little creaks.
Yeah. Some people feel like sensations moving through their body during the session, some lightness or nothing at all. But it might take a night or two to sort of realize that, get those, all that tension in there to be released. But we'd love to hear back from you, Ricky. Let us know in the comments, in a week.
Sometimes it's hard to notice the absence of something. It's like, oh yeah, I used to grind my teeth.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. People,
Okay,
very, very common.
John, we've got a couple of friends out there. So Laura, remember I asked about the bridges? Laura said that, bring Laura up. So thank you, Ricky, for volunteering.
Yeah.
And, you can let us know next week or next month or anytime your successes. Laura's saying I'm spot on with the phobia. Isn't that funny? The example. So
right, yeah, driving. And
then we've got Jen is saying doesn't like the smell of cucumber. That could be something fun for you to do while I'm working with Laura. Jen, do you want to give us permission to get rid of that negative smell of cucumber? It's always funny, right? It's an emotion that's causing that. Well, she's asking, but we'll prove it. Okay, I have a different style of muscle testing than John, but it's always the same thing. Show me what a yes feels like. Show me what a no feels like, and then we can ask the question. This is a yes. That's a no. So am I John? No. Am I Michael? Yes. So right now I'm scanning for Laura Cassidy. I have a permission to scanning for Laura. It's a first-time connection. Connecting with Laura. There we go. Am I John? Michael? Laura? Am I Laura? Yes. So I was telling Michael about my phobia about bridges. Yes. What is the severity of it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of 10. Yes. And in the last 365 days, how many times did I have a negative charge or any negative feelings about a bridge or going across the bridge or driving it, being on it, thinking about it, anticipating? In the last 365 days, have I had this negative charge about bridges more than 10 times? Yes. More than 20, more than 100, more than 1,000, over 100, 200, 300, 200. That's enough. That's a good sample. So in the last year, 200 incidences where I had a negative charge with or about bridges, seeing it, being on it, crossing it, not crossing it, driving it, anything to do with bridges. I've had 200 negative triggers about that, yes. And how many emotions ever always cause that? Under 5, 4, 3, 2, under 1, no, over 1, no. What is it? 1. Is it on the blue sheet or is it a trapped emotion on the trauma chart, which is a different chart? And is it column A? It is. Is it column C, B, A? Is it row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? And is it 6, 3? Is this my own trauma of feeling powerless? Was I born? Yes. Is this an unprocessed trapped emotion of feeling powerless, a trauma emotion of feeling powerless? Yes. When did I get that? Was I born? Yes. Was I over 5, 10, 15, 20, 25? No, under 25, 24, 23, 22, under 21, over 21, 21, 21.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 21 years and 8 months old. I can find the date and the time or even the street address if I had one. But so on that date, I had my own trauma experience. And was it related to bridges or highways or something like that? Was. So I'm deleting. I'm deleting this trauma of feeling powerless. Again, I have a magnet. I'm deleting this trauma of feeling powerless. Now, I want to go back to every time, not just the last year, but every time that I ever always had any negative charge when I knew I had to cross a bridge or I had to go across a bridge or there's a bridge involved or I see a bridge, I know there's a bridge and the bridge is part of the route and the day before, the day of, before and after, any time. The last 10 years, how many trapped emotions that ever always come up do I still have? Under 5, 4, 3, 2, under 1, over 1, 1. column A, B, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Did this happen on the same event? Was it a different event, same event? Deleting panic. I'm deleting this unprocessed emotion of panic. Yeah. Did I delete every unprocessed emotion that created this phobia experience? Yes. So I want to go back just to the last 3 times, could have been this week or longer, that I thought about a bridge and I had a negative charge. So now I want to think about that same bridge, that same experience, and even planning and plotting to go across or near a bridge today. What negative charge comes up now? Under 5, 4, 3, 2, under 1, over 1, under 1, 0. So would it be okay for me to anticipate and plan a relaxed experience relating to bridges? Would that be okay? Yes. Is it safe? Yes. Am I worthy? Yes. Do I believe it? Yes. Am I done? Yes. Let me disconnect here. Okay. So let's hear from Laura. You don't have to say anything or nothing, but did the date make sense? Did you have any relief? These were some big emotions that got released. So there's a void now with that energy. So I'm just going to disconnect here. Did you check in with Jen there, John?
I connected up and I didn't get a proxy connection. I couldn't get, it just wasn't, not the time, not ready for a session. I'm not sure why. Just thought I'd just leave it. Yeah.
An allergy to cucumber smell that causes vomiting. Yeah, that's definitely emotional. Not sure why, but yeah, I tried to connect with somebody and it wasn't able to. And then we had to say it out loud. It's supposed to, instead of just implied, they had to say, yeah, I give you permission. That's really rare. Mm-hmm. Normally, when people pay us, that's permission, when they volunteer. But
right, yeah.
It's a loosening up sometimes.
Yeah, maybe there's something else that would require a full session that would prevent me from just even starting. I think that's probably what it is. Yeah.
Well, John, I think next month we should do sleeping, and then, and I know that you're going to be having a package on sleeping, or just something that's really easy for the client to do. We're taking certain subjects and then doing them by email because some things take more than one session. For example, I'd be remiss if I didn't show you again my Eliminate Everything Sugar program. It's a $100 service. It's done by email, but what happens is that I follow up with you in 2 and 4 and 10 days. So we can't do that in one session. So this one's by email. I get the email, I delete all your sugar, and in 2, 4, and 10 days, you give me updates. And from the email, you might say, oh, I'm doing really good, but I reached for licorice. I'll delete it. So by the time people are on the 10 days, most people are over 95% reduced. So, and then sleeping's another example where it's going to take more than one session, but not a full session. So get the one session, and John and I will chop things up on our own. So, maybe have you in the book the next day. Oh, I'm going to do another quick session on sleeping. Whatever our process will be, you don't have to be involved, and it's all done by email. So thanks to all of our volunteers today.
Yeah.
Thanks to Natasha here.
Yeah, hello, Natasha. Welcome.
Drink.
Yeah. Carol Morris is here as well. I don't know if we hopefully didn't miss anyone.
Oh, I didn't see Carol. I must have drove past Carol.
Carol Morris is here.
Okay, that's going to tie us up for today. Again, we're on episode number 200 and something, but I am going to show you. Now, John and I normally come the first Saturday of the month. I think once we changed it, wasn't a big deal, but you might want to be on our list to get notified. And on that list, we send you 2 emails, one on Friday to say, hey, we're live tomorrow. And then one about an hour before the live show today. So come in, join us. If you're an emotion code practitioner, we highly recommend that you hang out with us and observe us. We wish we had one of us when we were learning. John was like one of the first people. You didn't have anybody to model off in addition to Dr. Brad. And now new practitioners can see, oh, that's how they're wording that, right? Because that's what a lot of practitioners, how do you say it? So they like the way John and I are coming up with their questions.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Any closing comments you'd like to invite people? Maybe tell people what it is like to have a session and what they would need to do to prepare. Go ahead, please.
Right, absolutely. So website, releasingnegativeemotions.com. I have a website, aliveandpeer.com. And we have online scheduling. So you go in there, hit the button, book a session, calendar pops up. Is that your time zone? Day, time, recommend a package of sessions to start, and really easy. We can send you a Zoom link if you want to do video. If you don't want to do the video, we can do a phone session, give us a call. And if things are, busy life, like Michael said, we can do email sessions. So that's really popular as well with kids. We do a lot of email sessions. You just email us a list and we can work on you and let you know that the session is done. And just simple as that. Send us a list in advance so we can hit the ground running, get right to it, and we know what we're working on. Yeah. And we'd love to be your practitioner.
Yeah. Yeah, people are really coming prepared. It's very seldom I don't have anybody. We get a lot of clients from here, and they're telling their friends, and they say, I remember one woman showed up and she had a list. She goes, I got my list ready. I said, we can say hi first. And she said, my friend said you want to make sure I come really prepared with the list. And I said, well, you can thank your friend, but we will have a 30-second chit chat before we get started. But yeah, it helps us a lot, and I can say this with a lot of confidence. Every minute with John and I is worthy of letting us do the work and not a log story and chit chat. So have an experience with us, and if you have already, tell your friends, because it's one of our best ways to help other people is when you let people know about us.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you see the update there from Ricky? He came in.
Oh, there we go. Yes.
Yeah. Just last minute here, just while we're winding down, Ricky says, "Thank you, John. The trapped emotion list was spot on. My eyes got teary with the first trapped emotion of anger." Wow. Okay. Of anger you identified. I present myself as a very compassionate, thoughtful, kind, etc. I do my best to circumvent, deny, reframe anything, feelings of anger, hate, envy, etc. My jaw actually feels really relaxed now. Well, that's nice. Get rid of all that tension in your body.
Yeah.
There's a lot there too. So it's amazing.
Crying actually processes an emotion. That's why it's good to cry, but most people don't. So not crying actually holds it in, and not getting stuff holds it in, and not breaking dishes and getting angry. I hate when that happens. So if you let it out, we don't have to delete it for you. John, thanks for hanging out today.
Absolutely.
And we'll do sleep next month, and we'll go with that topic, and we'll get some volunteers. Let's say goodbye, everybody.
Have a great day, everyone. Bye for now.